Step touch, nice and slow. Double time it. Good, keep that going. Give me a little bicep curl with this and keep that going for me. I have the slowest music known to mankind going on right now. You're still doing your step touch side to side, please. Nice. We're going to stay on that right side. So we have a front foot and a back foot. Right foot is front, left one is back, hopefully. Give me a little bicep curl as you come up on those back toes. Add that bicep curl with a little hamstring curl. Good, now turn those palms backwards, give me a little tricep extension, and at the same time, straighten that back leg. So straight arm, straight leg at the end. And now we go back to that bicep curl with that hamstring curl. Then we do that tricep extension with that leg extension. Now we have that hamstring again with that bicep, just 4 times. Four extensions, tricep and leg. Back to those 4 hamstrings with your bicep. Four extensions. Now we're going to do 2 of everything. 2 hamstring curls with the bicep. 2 extensions. Whoops. 2 trans, you know what we're doing. 2 extensions. 2 curls. And now here's the big one, Elizabeth. 1 of each. Curl, extend. Curl, extend. 1 more time, curl, extend. Well, that wasn't so bad. Step touch only. Start angling over to your left, left foot ahead. Bicep curl. Keep that bicep curl going for me and a hamstring curl. Turn your palms backwards, press those arms straight as you straighten out that leg. Back to your bicep with your hamstring. Extend and extend. Four hamstring or curls with those biceps. 4. Last one now, 4 of the extensions, arms and legs, both go back and straight. Back to 4 and 4 with the hamstrings. And 4 with those extensions. And now 2s 2 curls, 2 extensions, 2 curls, 2 extensions. One more time, twosies. And now 1 of each. One more time. And side to side. Good. Little swing with those arms. And then keep the arms swinging, toes in front, like you're doing a little chest salute here. 4. Last 2. Last 1. Keep that going. And that becomes a knee across. Or it does if you just make it. In a moment, we'll stay on that right side and double time it in 4, 3, 2. Here you go. Good. Back to alternating. We'll stay on the left and double time in 4, 3, 2. Here you go. And step touch only. Wide stance. Hands down on those sides. Let's roll through a cat. Inhale through a cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow. Right shoulder in, look over your left. Left in, look over your right. Back to center. Hands come down. Wide legs. Walk it on out. Push-up position, wide arms. So chest work, right? Wide legs, wide arms, up and down. Head in line with your spine. And press it back. Walk it back, hang upside down for a moment, shake it out. Walk those feet in a little bit, bend those knees, hands on your thighs. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Big deep breath in. Roll those shoulders out of your ears, turn towards your chair. We're gonna do another set of push-ups, only this time it's that tricep push-up, meaning our hands are on the outsides of the chair. Feet are gonna walk back. Bring that in line, so your hips don't stay piped and you definitely don't sag, right? Nice and tall, belly pulled in, lower your elbows and ribs to touch. Try and move up and down as best as possible as a unit. Two more. Head in line. Woo, walk that back. Take that back arm across, just drop into it and lean back. So I'm leaning toward that bent elbow, lift that arm up. Should be a nice tricep stretch, the laziest one you could possibly do. Then bring the other arm across the chair. And again, lean to the front, maybe lift that arm up, feel that tricep stretch here. And then we come back through center and roll it up. All right. We need that band with the loop-de-loop now. We're going to take our left foot into that loop, please. And we're bringing the band into our right hand. We're going to step into a slightly wide stance, bend that right knee. We're going to start with our hand planted on the leg, left toes in, up and down. Good. Put that leg down, stay in this lunge, bicep curl, and then we put those two things together. So as that right arm bicep curls, that left leg comes up with the toe in. This is only a single leg, a single band. So you may have to walk your hand farther down to get more tension. Or more like this. Last two. Last one, stay lifted, and both happen at the same time. Beautiful. Bring that down. All you're going to do is transfer that band into your left hand. All right, so we're going to start with that leg kicking across with the arch of the foot facing, right? And then foot down. Make sure your palm is facing me. Tricep extension to the back. And then yes, those two things go together. So it's kind of inner thigh. You'll feel it a little bit on your quad, but I want some focus on that inner thigh too. I'm pressing that arm straight and back, getting that tricep work. Leg comes across your body, so it's way over to the right side. Two more times like this. And then again, we stay up and we do both. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Very nice. All right, we're going to switch over for now. You may or may not need to move your chair. I'm just moving it for my other side. So this time your right foot goes into the band. And we step out. We have a tight grip. You can see how narrow that band gets. Turn those right toes in. Lift 2 times. Bring that leg down. Lunge back. Bicep curl 2 times. And then those two things go together. Two more. Beautiful. Leave it here, leg off the ground, bicep as you lift that leg. Heel leads the way. And relax. Bring that into your right hand. Start down here. Just cross that leg across the body. See how much tension you might or might not need, right? So it's inner thigh as well as just that VMO muscle. And then leave the leg down, tricep extension. And then those two things go together. As my leg lifts and comes across with my arch towards the sky, I press back. Good, just a couple more. And relax, slide that off. And now we're going back over with that strap across the left foot again. And it's staying in the left hand. We're going to turn and face the chair. You're going to use it initially and then decide whether or not you actually need it. So bend into that right leg. Left leg stretches back. So you have a good stretch on that band. You might have to tighten it up a little bit. You may end up loosening that in a minute. Bend into it. All right, and for now, it's just a straight leg lift. And then bring that down, bring your arm down, straight arm lift. And yeah, you know, they both go together. Thumb is facing ahead so that I'm getting the front of that deltoid and my glutes. My right leg is supporting, so it's not exactly on vacation. Two more. Hold it up. Reach through the arm, reach through the foot. Hold, hold, hold. Bend the knee to 1/4 of an inch. Press, press, press. My arm is stable. My leg is pushing. Press through the heel. And bring that down. Oh, ow. Left leg crosses the right, tailbone long. Round it under. Stick it out again. Beautiful. Bring that down. Right across left. Booty out. Booty under. And booty out. And now we'll do that other side. So again, that loop is going across your right foot into your right hand. Left knee bends as right leg extends. Lift it up. Make sure you have some tension. Straight arm, and then the two together. Keep that left knee bent. Keep pressing through that right thumb and that right leg. Nice straight arm, so you're working the front of that deltoid. Two more. Leave this leg up here, arm is extended, bend the knee a little bit, press, 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 just the back side. And bring it down. Woo! Right crosses left, tailbone long. Round it under, extend it again. Let's go the other way. Tailbone long, round it under, and extend it out. Are you here for your close-up? You need the chair, don't you? You're fine. You're fine. We don't need it. Change of pace here. All right, bring it on back up. Grab your band with you. We're going to go into that wide stance. Toes are turned out, abs are in. Sit down in your plie. Make sure you're in a nice plie. Go as deep as you can and feel that on your quads. And then we're going to take our left hand. Let's do our right one first. Take your right hand through the band, just like that, and bring that band behind you. Grab close on that band. And for now, we're keeping that left arm down. Right arm extends to the sky. Palm is flat. I'm not sure you guys can completely see at the very top of my range of motion. If you want to add on, when your arm goes up, your other arm comes down. So you can see how that tail moves of the band. Not the cat or me, although hers is jiggling. Better yours than mine, baby. You should really feel this in your triceps by now. Palm is facing the ceiling. Make sure you're not breaking at the wrist. Two more. And relax. Oh, take that right arm, bring it to your right shoulder, pull it back, give it a nice stretch. And then over to center, and then over to the left. Shake that out, shake the other arm out. All right, here we go again. Band in that left hand, palm is to the sky. So at the end of my range of motion, when I say break at the wrist, that means you don't want your wrist to look like that. Okay, that goes up and over. I grab it with my right hand, I secure that, sit down in your plie, extend that arm up. And then if you want to add on, you extend the opposite arm down. Are you as deep as you can go in your plie? And relax. Come on up, hand down, move it to center, opposite side. Shake that all out. You can leave your band for just a second. If you need to, maybe have something to hold on to. Well, I think I can still use my chair. All right, extend that left leg and lift it off the ground. Right toes go into a nice calf raise here. Left toes stay off the ground as much as possible. Other arm can be up here, right? If you have good balance, you can have both arms, totally up to you all. But it's just a single leg for now. Well, end until the end. Good, one more time, stay up, 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 up. Come down, put the heel on the ground, bend the knee. So quads working a little bit, knee's gonna stay bent. I'm gonna lift the heel and lower the heel. I'm not coming, right? I'm staying down. Nice job, y'all. My knee stays bent and I just lift the heel. And this calf should be aching by now. Two more, and relax. I'm gonna turn sideways for the stretch. Take the leg you just worked, the calf you just worked, should be your left one. and lunge forward. Make sure your booty comes with you. It's not back here, so it's with you. Look down at your feet, make sure they're in parallel. And then bend that back knee a little bit. Roll up on the toes, turn them in, and turn the heel out and lunge again. And that should be a very delicious one. But notice if you tipped toward the front of your heel, roll back so you're toward the arch also. And then bend that knee, roll up on your toes, turn the toe out, heel in, but push the hip forward. Lunge and bend. All right, we have another leg to work. So this time your left leg is extended, right leg is doing your calf raise. Again, whatever you want with either arm. Sorry, I'm just goofing off. Try and keep that left leg in the air. I wasn't. Good, say up, 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 come down. Bend that knee, so you have a little bend in the knee, and then from there you lift and lower that heel. So it's your right leg that's moving, your left leg is not moving at all. And relax. All right, now we'll step back with that right leg, press the heel down, lunge forward, feel that nice long stretch in your body, keep your hips with you, press the heel down, bend the knee a little bit, roll it up, turn your toes in, heel out, lunge, tuck the hips under, shift some weight toward the arch, not just the outside of your foot, bend the knee, and roll it up, turn your toes out and your heel in, lunge, bend that knee, and roll it up. All right, one more time with this band, and you probably will want to have some balance for this one. So you're going to put your left foot through the loop-de-loop. And then for now, just put your left hand on your hip, bring your knee up. We're going to be doing an extension. So this was really easy. So what that means is I have to go whoops, way down here, right? So that when I extend that leg, I feel my quad. So we're going to go from there, a bent knee of the tiniest bit, not a 90, about a 2-degree bend, straighten, straighten, press through the heel. Stand up tall. Now, if you haven't had enough calf work, you can certainly lift and lower, but make sure you don't lose the quad work. And if you want more tricep work, you slide that hand down and both extend at the same time. Two more. And relax. Now, if that quad is achy breaky as mine is, step back with it. Bend the knee, tuck the hips way under and drop down into it, please. Keep those hips tucked, that booty pushing forward. And then bring that leg across and arch up and over, push the hip front. All right, other side. So again, we're going to grab that right foot with the loop. We're going to have that hand on our hip to start with, but maybe you realize, oh, I need more tension, right? Bend and straighten. It's a tiny bend and straighten. And then if and when you're ready, you can add that tricep. Almost there, and relax. And then again, we're going to step back with that leg. We're going to tuck the hip under, and we're going to bend the knee and drop into it. Get that nice stretch. And then we're going to come up and we'll cross that leg in front and push the hips. All right, so now we're going to head down to the ground. You're going to bring your band with you, and we're going to go ahead and just keep that loop for now. All right, so a minute ago, we did some standing quad work. And we are almost done with that quad work, but we're going to do one more thing from a seated position. So you want to really sit tall on those sit bones. And then we're going to bend that right leg in a little bit. You're going to bring that loop around the left. We're going to straighten out that leg. And we'll, you can figure out which hand you want to use to hold it, probably the left. We're going to lift the leg off the ground, but here's what I want you to caution not to do. Right? So you can lift the leg, but then you need to, pull yourself up, right? And then loosey-goosey with, not loosey-goosey, but tighten up here, but make sure your leg is straight. And then we're just going in and out. And again, we're trying not to be lazy boy recliner. Sit as tall as you can. Now my arm is holding the leg up, I admit, but my leg is moving in and out. And I hope you feel it. In your quad, thank you. 2 more. And relax. And now all we're gonna do is take that left leg, we're gonna bend it so it comes behind us. And we have that nice opening here. We're gonna bring the arm down in front, walk it overhead, lift it up, arch to the back of the room, come back down, and then we'll tuck the rib and the hip together for a deeper stretch. And then we'll switch sides. So we're gonna bring that left leg across. We're not interrupting Nutmeg, huh? Bring that onto your right foot. Again, you wanna sit up tall, lift that leg up, but without leaning back, right? So you lift tall. Whoops, it's hard to do on this side. There we go. Sit as tall as you can. I'm still chippy. Must have done something weird with my leg. There we, maybe. Anyway, in and out. Don't do what I'm doing. Almost there. And relax. All right, so once again, we're going to bring that knee, tuck it behind, press that hip forward. We're going to bring the arm forward, down, around, back up, open, and then lastly, tuck. Beautiful. All right, we're coming down. I think you guys will still be able to see me. All right, we're just going to start by hugging both knees in for a quick second, take a little rock side to side. And then since we have that beautiful loop, we're just going to put that around that right foot. We're just going to do leg circles, so ab work here. And that band is in my right hand, shoulder back and down, left knee will start bent. I'm going to point the toes to the ceiling. My left hand is checking on my hips and my abs to make sure they're not moving as I create these circles. Inhaling to start a circle and exhaling to finish, in reverse every time. If you want, you can certainly straighten that left leg out on the ground and flex through the heel. You can see if you can make your leg circles a little bigger. Very nice. We're going to bend that right knee, put it on the ground. We're going to take that loop over the left foot, right hand onto those hips, pointing those left toes. You inhale to start your circle, you exhale to finish it, and reverse every time. If you want, you can straighten out that right leg and flex through that heel. Again, making sure you're reversing those circles, making them bigger if you feel like it. And relax, bend that left knee in, take that band off. Take a moment, just bring those arms out into a cactus position, let your ribs pop up for a second. And then exhale, bring them down. And we're gonna loop that right foot again. We're gonna keep the left foot bent. And we're gonna put that band back into our right hand. Now, you're gonna do a little climbing here, possibly, depending on what your abs are saying. You're gonna climb your way up to that right leg, but keep it up in the air, right? I could lower it down and that would make life really easy, but we wanna keep it up and then just climb back down. We'll do the other one in a minute, right? So leg stays in place, you climb up to it. And same thing on the way down, the leg doesn't move on the way down. So we're just gonna do a couple more like this. You should really feel that. There should be a place, it happens for me right about there, where it gets pretty tough. All right, now here comes the one you might prefer, and that is, as the leg goes down, you come up, look at there, woo! And as you come down, the leg goes up, woohoo! Woo! But we are not totally rocking, right? It's just basically a one-legged roll-up. I think Nancy might be happy. Now, arms, you could bring your hands like this, right? And have it more of a Pilates picture of that broad chest. Couple more here. Now, here's the thing. Since we're making this easy, I'd like you to really focus on what's going on in those abs as you do this. One more time like this on this leg. Beautiful. When you get to the top, bend that knee. Let's go ahead and lasso the left one. I want you to keep this in mind for later. All right, the first one is the climbing, right? So my leg stays up in the air, but I climb down. My leg stays up in the air and I climb up. My leg stays up and I climb down. My leg stays up and I climb up. Climbing up and climbing down. Again, there should be a spot at which for me, again, right there, it gets pretty challenging. One more climb. Beautiful. This time, again, we get to do the fun version. My leg goes down as I come up, and that helps me. But because I'm making it so easy on myself, I want to really practice good form. Pulling that belly button in. You should literally feel that belly button staple up against your low back and spine. And last time, come up, put both feet in your loop. All right. Now, both legs up, find that balance, right? Shoulders back and down. As you come down, you're climbing down. As you come up, you're climbing up. You get to find out where's the optimal spot for your legs to be. This is not the fun one, guys. This is not the fun one. This is not the fun one. This is the legs stay in place, you move. Legs stay in place, you move. Don't move those legs. Don't move those legs. But if this isn't happening for you, do me a favor and go back to the single one because it looked like you guys were working that one okay, right? Climb it, climb it, climb it. We're not going to do the rolling one anymore. It was too fun. Climb it, climb it, climb it. Leg doesn't move, right? Single leg is fine. But if you were trying that double leg one, try that double leg one. It is definitely harder, and if it doesn't work for you, you create chaos, then go back to single leg. So I did a couple on that one single leg. I'm going to go back to this other single leg. Oh, it suddenly got really hard. Oh, there we go. All right, and then whatever you're doing, take a break. Hug those knees in. Okay, you guys probably know where we're headed, right? So, options. The option that's off the table is the swinging, right? One option that's on the table is that single leg climb, 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 right? My foot doesn't move. Or the double leg one, climb, 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 climb. Or if you want to, you're going to try a teaser. Oh, yeah, with or without the band, apparently. If you still had your band, it would be around both feet and you'd have that single band and you'd lift your legs up and at the same time you'd walk your hands up. I'm pretending to have a band, right? Teaser. And then you'd walk your way down as your legs come down. So options to do single leg, double leg. You could take the band off completely. Some of us have no choice. But you're doing your best not to swing, right? Because that's a whole different exercise. Walk your way up, move your hands, walk them up, climb them up, climb them up. There we go. Oh, we're rock climbing, people. Woo. Good. Couple more here, please. And then next time you end up down, you get to stay down and give your legs a little rock side to side. And just hug those knees in, get a nice stretch in that low back. All right, and then, as always, when we have the bands, it makes for nice stretching. So put that loop around the bottom of your right foot around the arch, or if you want, for a little extra love, you're gonna put the foot into the loop like that, right? So my foot is the length of, it's even with the band. And then right hand is gonna lift and lower a couple times because I'm moving that shoulder blade up and down. And then press the shoulder blade down. So I'm keeping my shoulder open as I do this. Pull your toes back towards your face. Let the ball of the foot and the heel go up. And then press the ball of the foot to the sky and the toes up. Sorry, I said up when I meant back. Toes come towards you, ball of the foot pulls back, heel presses up. And then do that one more time, ball of the foot up, toes push. And then we'll simply drop our right elbow to the right and let the right leg hang in space. Deep inner thigh stretch. If you want more hamstring, you pull the leg closer to your face. Then I'm going to reach over with my left hand. I'm going to grab that band and I'm going to pull it back through center. And I'm going to straighten my left leg. And now I'm going to bend the knee, and that means both hands are going to really choke up on that band. So now my ribs and thighs are touching, and I'm going to do that same little movement with my toes pushing up and the ball of the foot, pressing through the foot. And then with this same grip, if possible, straighten the leg. And that should be a pretty darn intense hamstring stretch. If your shoulders lifted, pull them down. Press the toes up in the air, pull them back, press the ball of the foot and the heel. And then gently let that left elbow glide over to the left, land on the ground. You probably have to loosen your grip a little bit and let the left leg hang in space. So a nice outer hip stretch here. And then once again, I'm going to use that right hand. I'm going to bring it all the way back over to the right. Let it open. Bring it back through center and let it go over to the left one more time. Bring it back up through center. Press through that heel, ball of the foot, and then toe points. Lower the leg about halfway. Use your arms to pull it back up. Flex through the heel, tighten it up. Point, point, point. Let it go on to the ground next to your left one. Oh my goodness, you should feel a tremendous change in the two. One more thing to do for this right leg. Bend your left knee, cross your right one over it. Walk your heels back towards your booty, lift your hips, move them just an inch to the right, and let the knees drop to the left, please. And then mosey that back through center. We'll uncross and we'll lasso the left foot. Again, option to have the band go across your foot, or if you like that, you're putting that whole foot the length of the band, right? Parallel with the band, basically. Then use your left arm, push the shoulder blade down, lift it up, press it down, lift it up. One more time, press it down. From there, push the ball of the foot up to the sky and then the toes, and then pull the toes back, ball of the foot back, heel up. So just go through that range of motion a couple times. Beautiful. All right, and then we're gonna bend that left elbow, let it land on the ground so the left leg is hanging freely in space for beautiful inner thigh and hamstring stretch. Reach across with your right hand, pull everything back to center, bend the knee, choke up on that band, flex, and now we'll go through that pointing and flexing again. Beautiful, and then we'll keep that really tight grip as we straighten that leg, and then again, we're trying to point and flex. I didn't loosen up on my band, so it's a big hamstring stretch. And then I'm going to bend that right elbow as I turn the left knee in, straighten out that right leg, let the left leg hang in space, heel towards the sky, big stretch on that outer hip. Reach over with your left hand, bring it over and let it open again to the left in space. And then right arm grabs, pulls it back over, and then bend it, stretch it out beside the left one. Now they should both feel good. And then we're going to bend both knees again, crisscross left over right, walk the heel back, lift the hips, move them slightly to the left, and let the knees drop right, please. And then as you're ready, uncross, come on back through center. However you want to, make your way over to your hands and knees, please. Just do a little cow cat, a little undulating forward and back. Beautiful. And then we're just going to come up on all fours, hover those knees in space, press those hips to the sky, walk it back, hang your head, nodding yes and shaking no, pressing those heels down. Feel free to pedal them out if you want. Good. Wide stance, hands on your thighs, exhale cat, inhale cow, curtsy. Thank you. Nice